Good evening, everybody. Hi, how you guys doing? Welcome to the first general body meeting of the 2023-2024 school year for the Pre-Veterinary Medical Association. We are so happy to have all of you guys. My name is Grace. I'll be your president this year. This is my fantastic keyboard in the back. And they're going to do some introductions and kind of get you guys familiar with who they are. As you can see, we do have the group me up here as well as a form to fill out. If you're not on the email list or not in the group me, I highly recommend being in both of those. There's a lot of good information in there. So let's go ahead and get started. So my name is Grace Bates. I am a fourth-year zoology major. I am from, I'm from Houston, Texas. And just a little bit about me, places to find me on campus. I'm on a bike and I'm always running around. So if you see somebody with a red helmet, that's probably me. You'll find me at the art pack, at the library. You guys see my face, but I haven't met all of you guys yet. So if you see me in public, please say hi. I love meeting people and I love getting new friends. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass it off to our advisor, Dr. Niehaus, just so we can make a quick introduction and get to know you guys.
Well, thank you. Yes, welcome everyone. I know I've seen some of you before at other pre-vet meetings, maybe in the clinic, here and there, but it is as Grace said, really a pleasure to get to know you guys, to get to work with this group. I think this group is a fantastic bunch of young individuals that I'm assuming both who are aspiring to go to vet school or be veterinarian someday. Maybe somebody just exploring that is an option, that's perfectly fine too. But I've been advisor for the club now, shoot, I don't know, probably 15-ish years or so, and it's been a fun time. So if you have any questions, you might not see my face nearly as much as you see these guys, but I will be around. I think I'm speaking at like a couple meetings from now or something, so I'll see you then. But welcome back to campus, and welcome to Ohio State. For I assume a lot of you guys are first year. So
Wonderful.
Hi everyone, my name is Gabrielle Thompson. I'll be your vice president this year. I actually go by Abby, so if I introduce myself as Abby to any of you like in classes or anything, it's still me, that's just a nickname. I'm a third-year animal biosciences major from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here on campus, I'm obviously involved in PVMA. I am in Alpha Zeta Delta, which is a sorority here on campus. And then in my free time, I'm usually having anxiety about studying or at the gym. So if you see me at the gym at any time or in any of your classes, just come up to me and say hi. I'm super friendly. Thanks.
The next bit.
Hi guys, I'm Teresa. I'm gonna be treasurer this year. I'm the animal biosciences pre-vet. I really like reading and writing. There's definitely and HAI also. So if you're interested in conservation or anything like that, go check it out. And then what else? I'm a Delta Beta Kappa.
Hi guys, my name is Lacey Klein. I'm a fourth-year biology major and I'll be your secretary for this upcoming year. You'll probably find me like 50% of the time at Thompson, because that's by far my favorite study spot. So if you're ever over there and want to study, let me know and I'll probably be there. And just a random fun fact about me is I'm going to be fostering a cat in a week or two, so I'm really excited about that. And also in my free time, I'm a part of this dance organization called JPK. So I dance a lot in my free time. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kayla. I'm a fifth-year animal biosciences and biology double major. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I am also in for-cause for ability, if you guys have heard of that. So I foster service dog in training, which is super fun. In my free time, I also love to read, which is a problem because I read until 5 in the morning. And I also like to go on long walks on the TNT trail.
Hi guys, I'm Danny. I will be your membership engagement chair this year. I'm a fourth year animal bioscience major from Springfield, Virginia. I'm also involved in powerlifting clubs, so you'll most likely find me at the gym as well. I'm also a coffee addict, so I will most likely be studying at coffee shops around the area.
Hi guys, my name is Addie. I'm your publicity chair. I just want to say it's so nice to see so many faces here. I'm so excited for this year. I'm a third year animal bioscience major with a minor in zoology. I'm from Marietta, Ohio. In my free time, I'm usually working at the Spectrum of Care Clinic or studying, hanging out with my kittens, or going to like a coffee shop. I'm in quite a few clubs, so I'm also in like Students Demand Action, Towers Agricultural, Honorary, Buckeye Bunnies, and quite a few others. Yeah, I see some Buckeye Bunnies girls in the back. So it's nice seeing all of you.
Hi guys, my name is Emily. I'm the Seed-Based representative. I'm a second year biology major from Lebanon, Ohio. I'm in 4+ probability and Delta Omega Kappa, and in my free time, you can find me either watching New Girl or in the Math Statistics Learning Center for Cal.
Hi guys, my name is Montana and I'll be your vet school liaison this year, formerly known as the SABMA representative. I'm a third year biology major from Bethel, Ohio. In my free time, I'll probably be at a coffee shop on campus. If you see me in any of your classes, feel free to reach out to me. In my free time, I enjoy painting, particularly mushrooms. I really love mushrooms. I have 2 tattoos. So if any of you guys geek out about mushrooms as much as I do, definitely feel free to reach out to me.
Hey guys, I'm Marissa Johnston and I'm a second year zoology major. I'm the diversity and inclusion chair for PVMA this year. In my free time, I love anything outdoors, so mountain biking, BMX, rock climbing. I also do a lot of field work with Peter Manlia, where we do a lot of amphibian research as well. Hi guys, my name is Adriana and I'm going to be your mental health chair for this upcoming year. I'm a third year zoology major with a minor in pre-veterinary medicine, and I'm from Liberty Township, Ohio, which is near Cincinnati. If you don't know where it is, which you probably don't. But let's see, what do I do in my free time? A lot of the time that I spend now is at work. I work at the Waterman Dairy Farm on West Campus. Some other things that I do around campus is I play the flute. So in the fall, I'm in a music ensemble here called Collegiate Winds, and then in the spring I do athletic band, which is a band that plays at like basketball games and hockey games and such. And then I also race with the Ohio State ski team. So
Thank you, guys. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, you're in a room of winners. That includes you guys. So there's a lot to learn from these people, a lot of good habits, a lot of good hobbies, a lot of good ways to take care of yourself. So I encourage you to reach out to them if any of that sounded interesting or you just need someone to talk to, okay? All right, guys, you're good. Alrighty, well, let's get going here. So we're going to start off with what we start off with every year, which is the purpose of PVMA. So our purpose is to provide an opportunity through which interested students may explore and gain a knowledge of the field of veterinary medicine. We also provide an opportunity to develop closer ties and fellowship through a social atmosphere among students interested in veterinary medicine. We also help guide students interested in veterinary medicine towards opportunities that includes hands-on experience, community service, and an exploration of the profession. And we also seek to facilitate an environment supportive of all students' mental, physical, social, and intellectual well-being. So we have a lot of different e-board members whose job is to make sure that you guys are taken care of as much as we can within the realm of PVMA and beyond. So this is our lovely autumn schedule so far. We have Mrs. Kayla Korn to thank. She is the program coordinator. So you guys are here already, so you know where to come to. This is the Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center Auditorium. So we'll be here 7 to 8 p.m. Every other Wednesday for these general body meetings. And then our executive board meetings, we hold those in the Emerson classroom, room 248, 7 to 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, alternating weeks. So these general body meetings, we are going to have speakers. Usually, occasionally we'll have a panel. At one meeting, we'll have a mental health professional, and to help you explore the profession within this room, and hopefully give you guys some opportunities to make some connections, which is crucial. And then at those executive board meetings, you will notice that we plan for the club, we discuss amongst e-board members, there's a lot of logistics that go into this club, and that's kind of where we discuss that. It's an excellent opportunity to get to know your executive board. They are awesome, so I encourage you to come to those. Also, this will be mentioned later, but if you do plan on running for one of our positions in the future, you must come to at least, I believe it's 2 of them. Guys, yeah, I think it's 2 of them. And we are cracking down on that this year. So if you don't come to an executive board meeting, you cannot be on the executive board. I'm going to make that clear, and I'll restate that before spring semester, just so everybody knows. That's not to be mean. That's just because these positions are actually a lot more complicated than they might seem, and we want to make sure that you know what you're getting into before you get into it. So you can just take a look at this schedule. This will also be in the next email. It's super exciting. So we do have a Zoom meeting. We do have a lot of different sides of veterinary medicine that you guys can witness. And at these meetings, if you know what's happening, we encourage you to come with questions, because there's usually time at the end for those, and it makes you look really good. Okay, so as far as membership goes, membership shall be open to anyone interested in the field of veterinary medicine who is affiliated and in good standing with The Ohio State University. Students attending a branch campus of The Ohio State University shall be allowed membership so long as they meet all of the requirements. Membership to the organization shall not be denied to any person on the basis of age, sex, disability, race, national origin, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, or veteran status. Nor shall removal of the organization be based on these statuses. So everybody is welcome here. And genuinely, if you have people that you know that are interested in pre-veterinary medicine, we encourage you to come and bring those guys, animal science, zoology, what have you. We have a lot of different folks in here. All right, so as far as membership status goes, there are 2 levels of membership status. You can be in good standing and active status, one or the other, or neither. So members in good standing pay dues, attend 4 general body meetings. With active status, you also have to earn 3 additional points other than attending a general body meeting. So that could be in the play, you could go to an executive board meeting, socials, fundraisers, volunteering events, herd groups we may bring back, we'll see. And we have more information on that about our website. Lacey, our secretary, does an excellent job of maintaining the website. There's more information about us. There's more information about the club currently and in the past. We do have a tab of all of our veterinary experiences. So if you feel that you're unsure where to start, this is a pretty good place to, as well as our speakers. So definitely encourage you to check that out as well. Okay, the dues are pretty steep. $11 for the semester or $20 for the year. You're getting a pretty good deal. To be totally honest with you, we do have a lot of socials and fundraisers coming down the line. But even just to be in this room is an honor. And we appreciate you participating and helping the club out. There will be food, there'll be activities, there'll be different, painting things you can take home. I won't spoil the fun yet, but that's the deal there. Why pay dues? It's required to be an active member of the club, allows you to participate in the rest of the events that we host, and then also allows our club to function and put on the events. This has been a club for a very long time on this campus, and we'd like to keep the fun going. So here is the fun slide. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. If you are considering holding an executive board position next year, keep this in mind. I know it seems a world away. I know we just started the semester, but it will fly by. And I know if you're in this room, you're probably a planner. So just keep this in the back of your brain. The nominees for office shall have been active members for 1 semester preceding the election, as well as the semester in which the elections take place. So congratulations, you're already well on your way. You have already begun your possible active status. Nominees must have attended at least 2 executive board meetings during the current academic year prior to an election. I cannot emphasize how important that is. Yeah, we will not look at your application otherwise. So please keep that in mind. Nominees for president, vice president, and program coordinator must also have held an executive board position for at least 1 year prior to elections. Also, just keeps things rolling in the group. I'm sure you guys are familiar with leadership positions. Nominees for treasurer must have been an active member in the club for 3 semesters preceding the election, as well as the semester in which the elections take place. The job of the treasurer is a little bit more complicated than some of our other executive board positions, so we'd like to make sure that you guys are seasoned in that before each. Alrighty, and then I'm going to pass it off to Marissa. So our diversity and inclusion chair, there's a lot of cool stuff going on with that, so I'll let her take over.
Alrighty, guys, so I just want to go over kind of the general gist of what I do as the chair of this board. So the main idea of diversity and inclusion is just focusing on making PBMA more accessible to more members, whether it's in race, gender, or also different majors in different college, from different clubs, from different backgrounds or nationalities. So I'm always open to different perspectives. That's why also this year I have a diversity and inclusion roundtable. The meetings are to be determined at the moment, but hopefully they will be bi-weekly and open to those discussions and how we can make the club more inclusive on that now. We also, as part of my role, hopefully this year, part of those meetings would be PPMA outreach. So also encouraging, you guys to become involved in other animal fields and animal clubs, just to get more of that experience and background. Because when you go to vet school, we're looking for, diversity in the animal field, not just focusing on one like small animal, just vet hours or large animal. But going back to more or less the general body of the club beside my committee, hopefully we always promote diverse representation, inclusivity in veterinary medicine, with that brilliant speakers and help choreograph that, as well as different programs and program outreach. But I think that's a general gist.
Alrighty, and then there is another group me for that, so we don't just blow up that first one. There's already a lot going on in there. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna pass it on to Adriana today. She is our mental health chair, and she's gonna kind of walk you through with that subgroup.
Okay, so as your mental health chair, my role is basically just to create a positive and welcoming environment for everybody, whether it's in PBMA meetings or during outside events, stuff like that. One thing I'm really going to focus on this semester and next semester as well is just focusing on things rather than academics. So creating an environment where you can meet other members and have like non-vet med stuff related, because I know that can be a lot, especially with pre-vet is hard enough as it is with the classes that you're taking, but then to worry about vet school and stuff, I know the guys who are applying to it right now have been very stressed. So I figured I would try and relieve some of that. So here I have a group me, where basically if you want to join, we can talk about anything. Like literally if you send a message, I will respond. I have my group me notifications on, unfortunately, but I do have them on, so I will answer. If you need to talk to me about anything, or if you want to just meet other people in the club, that's fine too. And then also I will be talking about the mental health socials that we are gonna have. I'll send those in this group me and also probably the regular one. But another thing that I was thinking about doing is creating study groups, because I know a lot of people, especially if you're a freshman and you're taking like prereqs, a lot of people are taking Gen Chem or very similar classes. So if you guys are interested in joining a group with anyone else in PBMA who's in the same class as you and getting together and studying, because I know sometimes people make classes or make group meets for classes, but then people are worried about co-am and stuff. So don't get co-am'd from my group meet, please. But if you want to join a study group, this is a Google form. You just write down the classes that you're interested in joining a group for, and then we'll sort them out and we'll add you into group meetings and stuff like that. And then also we will be having our first mental health activity at the end of this meeting. It's just a letter to yourself, and there's more about that at the end of this presentation, I believe. But it's basically you're just gonna write a letter, and I'm gonna keep it, and then I'm gonna give it back to you at the end of the school year, so then you can read how much has changed since the beginning of the semester. But yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, so I really encourage you guys to take advantage of all of these opportunities. This is a club that where we focus on professional development, and in that sometimes we lose the connection with the people in the room. I know we're all very driven individuals and we all really care about the success of our future, but we don't get anywhere without other people. So the idea of this club and this year is to be a team moving forward, because that's how we're going to get further. So I do encourage you to listen to these guys because they know what they're talking about. Alrighty, and then Emily, would you like to talk about the back to school bash? Yeah.
Okay, so the back to school bash is tomorrow on Ag Campus. We will have a table in front of the animal science building with flyers and stickers and fun things like that. But basically the whole event is like a way for people in the sea base and on regular campus to come and meet and greet, because I know last year it was sea-face students only, but now it's open to any. So if you're zoology or biology, I highly encourage you to go to this. There'll be food and events at different tables and clubs that you can look at. Yeah, it's tomorrow 4 to 7.
Yes, free food and fun and games. You really can't go wrong. Alrighty, so we have a couple of things to look forward to. Before I get to this, I'll let you guys know how the rest of the meeting is going to pan out. So this is a little bit unconventional. Usually we'll have a speaker here that goes right up until time. But what we'll do is Danny, our membership engagement chair, is going to help split you guys up into some groups, and we'll try to get you into smaller groups, learn a couple names, learn a couple majors. There's some fun questions written on these wonderful beach balls. So we'll do a little split up and we'll break after this. And then before that, Adriana will also talk you through that letter to yourself activity. So if you're interested, you can do that either here or on your own time. So as far as fundraisers and socials go, as Emily just mentioned, we do have the back to school bash tomorrow. I've heard it's a ton of fun. I'm a zoology major and I'm very disappointed that it's taken me this long to even hear about it. So highly encourage you guys to participate in that. Next week, we have our September 6th open executive board meeting. So if you guys are interested, you can come and listen in on our conversation, and we'll have an opportunity to get to know you guys. And then this is a little far away, but I just like to put it on your radar for now. Wednesday, October 4th, we do have a general body meeting that evening, but we also have a Chipotle fundraiser from 5 to 9 p.m. So that would be the Chipotle on near the Union, like right across the Union. I know it's a hike from here, but it's from 5 to 9, so you can go before or you can go after. And there's a bus stop at the Union. So if you guys need an excuse to get Chipotle, there it is. And then, oh, wait, hold on. I had one more thing. Okay, and then we do have a study abroad that Ms. Adriana is helping us run on Monday, September 11th for a program called SELA. So Monday, September 11th, she's going to have an informational meeting. So you can email her with any questions that you have. And then, you know, if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about that. There's also information in the email about all of this stuff. So please get on. Yes.
The study abroad trip, if you're interested, I think I sent a message in the group meet and it's also in the email. But it's gonna be large animal practice in the tropics. It's in Belize, obviously. So I highly recommend joining the information session. I'm also gonna make a group meet and I'll send that link to our main group meet. So then I can send you guys a Zoom link. But the Zoom is like non-committal. If you're interested at all or just want to learn more, come to the Zoom. Thank you.
Okie dokie. So, just really quickly, gonna walk you guys through this before we split up into groups. So this is the letter to yourself activity. Would you like to walk through this?
Sure. So basically I have paper and envelopes and some pens, so hopefully some of you guys have some writing utensils. But basically, like I said, you just write a letter to yourself at the end of the spring semester. There's some ideas on here if you're confused or don't know what to write about. And you can either work on it, so like come after the meeting ends to get the paper from me. And you can either stay, write it real quick and then give it back to me, or in the next 2 weeks before the next GB meeting, you can give it to me there. And I will keep it safe.
Wonderful. Alrighty, so I'm gonna pass it off to Mrs. Danny, for our bonding activity for the day. But before I lose you guys, I just wanted to say thank you guys for coming. I could not be more excited about this year. We have a great group, we have a great executive board, and I'm really looking forward to see what we can do. So without further ado, Ms. Stickney.